Okay, we are officially live on Facebook. So I'll get it pulled all up where I can see everybody's comments in a second when it finishes loading. But
Right.
hello, it is Spotlight Sunday. We are here with Jules, who's a total freaking badass. So I got to meet Jules. She's one of my online friends that I finally got to meet in person in real life back in September. So anytime, just fun side note, anytime you guys can go to like real life events and meet real life people, you should totally do it because it makes it so much better.
They do exist.
They're really there. So yeah, so I will let you take over and introduce yourself so I don't screw anything up, and just tell us kind of who you are and what your business does and how you got started, all that fun stuff.
Sure. Okay. So my name is Jules. The official business name is Jules Bradford, and I'm what I call a soul-aligned marketing strategist. And the official bio is that I'm a digital marketing strategist who I help female entrepreneurs overcome the overwhelm of, all the things online marketing, and help them to build strong, supportive communities of soulmate clients by simplifying and up-leveling list building in their social media game.
I love it.
Yeah. So why I created this business, I've been in marketing for a long time and have kind of done all the things marketing. I first started out with a company right out of college. I started a company right out of college. I was a finance major and started my own company. So kind of became a marketing expert, whether I liked it or not. That's kind of half of having a company is you have to know marketing. Then from there, I worked for a marketing agency, did all the digital things, worked for corporate marketing, did all the traditional things like direct mail. So I've kind of had this gamut of marketing experience. But the reason why I'm doing this and created this company was really, early in my career, having my own company really gave me the ability to define my own work and define my own success. And it's been an amazing thing. So I love being able to do that for myself and helping other women do that as well. And I also see this huge need for entrepreneurs to have like a positive relationship with marketing. When I was like 4 years ago, I did a yoga teacher training, and at the end of it, they're like, okay, now we're going to talk about marketing and how to build your business. And everybody was like, oh, like, I don't want to do that. That feels icky. That feels grimy. And it's like, no, this is the exciting part where you get to really like own your brilliance, build a community, like get out there and show like what you have to offer. So that's kind of my why behind why I do it.
I love it. I love it. I love what you said too, kind of a minute ago at the beginning, when you're like, you don't really expect to have to learn or know all of these things, but it's crazy. Like it's kind of cool too, though, because like you said, you kind of figure out what you like doing. I was talking to a girl the other day who's a health and fitness coach, and she had to learn, the same thing, all the business things that she didn't think about, and decided she really likes doing Facebook ads. So now she's just going to run Facebook ads for people instead because it's fun.
Totally.
It's so cool to just kind of see all that. I don't know. Sorry. Side note. Okay. So let me pull this up real quick so I can see people's comments if they're talking, because I see people are here. So if you are here, let me know you are here and say hi so I know who you are, and I don't just see the little eyeball and the number and not know who it is. So I hate that. Let me know that you're here. But okay, cool. So before we dive into what you're going to teach us about social media badassery today, I always have to ask everyone kind of, what is your definition of branding? Like, what does it mean for you and your business?
Right. So being a marketer, it's, intertwined, married to branding.
Yes.
So, to me, I mean, branding is everything. I think it's like your business's touch point with every single human being, whether it's the clients that you want to attract, your current clients, even your employees, and the people that, maybe aren't a good fit for your business. Like how you treat those people and let them kind of give them the, this isn't a good relationship. It's all of those things. So I think it's really how you make people feel. And I think we commonly think of like the logo, the colors, the graphics, all those things, but it's just like a small piece of it. I forget the exact Maya Angelou quote, but it's like how you make people feel that they'll really remember. So that's kind of what branding is to me. And I think the best way to sum that up, it's what people say about you when you're not in the room. So.
I love that. I love that too. Yeah. And you said employees too, and that like, we don't really talk about that very often in this group because it's mostly like solopreneurs,
Right.
but that's a huge, huge part of it too. If you have even like a VA or someone like that, you have to be able to articulate your brand to someone else if you want to get help or
Yeah.
I think that's a huge part of it too, employees that I probably don't talk about enough. So yeah, I love it. And yeah, what they say about you when you're not around.
Yeah, well, like your brand, but also like if your brand is like a heart-centered brand, but you're like treating your employees like crap, like
yeah,
your brand. So
true. So true. Practice what you preach always.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, that was like perfect answer. I loved every word of it. So let's dive the heck in. What are we going to learn today?
All right.
Excited. I'm excited about the topic because I don't have a lot of followers. So I'm excited that that's not what matters.
Yeah. So what I really specialize in is lead generation, building your online tribe. And when I started my business, I was just focused on like Instagram. And 99% of the time, the question that everybody asked me was, okay, how do I get more Instagram followers? And I'm like, oh my gosh, stop asking me this. Cause it's all kind of like, I'd be like, all right, so why do you want 10,000, 100,000 followers? And a lot of the time people didn't have a really great answer for that. And I think that, it's kind of two things. Like first off is that, you're not thinking it all the way through. So as like a business owner, you really need to have this goal. So it's like, okay, there's followers, but you have no goal or no strategy to get you to that goal. So why are you thinking about the followers before you're thinking about the goal? And it really came down to people just really want to look legit online. They want, it's like that imposter syndrome or, fear that people will think they're a fraud because they don't have like a certain amount of followers, which it's crap. You don't need 100,000 followers to have a successful business, especially when you are, selling products where your services are 2K plus. You can have like 100 people in a year follow you. And if they're super targeted and all of them buy from you, like that's an awesome business.
Yeah.
So I have,
that was definitely me.
Yeah. So today I have 5 secrets to looking as legit online as 10,000 Instagram followers with only 1% of the work. Cause I think that's
awesome. I love those numbers. That sounds amazing.
So I was thinking about this too. It's like getting to 10,000 Instagram followers is a lot of work.
Yeah.
So you can spend your time, your effort, your money, your energy in just a lot more impactful places. So
yes. Cool.
We'll dive into it. And I think a lot of these things are branding things too. So Brooke, if you have any 2 cents to add, like have at it.
Okay. I'm going to type them in as we go too. So
okay.
We're in here.
Cool. All right. So the first one, okay, here's an example. So if I come in here and today I'm introducing myself as Jules, the marketing strategist. And then maybe for some reason, Brooke invites me back next week and I'm like, hey, I'm Jules, the health coach, and I'm going to help you lose weight. Or Hillary, the health coach. And you're like, wait, isn't that the girl from last week? I don't really remember. And you're just super confused. So the first thing is to have a consistent message.
Okay.
And that's one of these things that doesn't cost a lot of money. But if you can succinctly, say who you are, what you do, and it's in like the different ways, who do you help? What it is that you do? What are the pain points, the pleasure points, all those things, having this consistent message and being able to eloquently speak it is going to do you a lot of good than, buying a whole bunch of followers.
Yes. Don't ever do that. Yeah. Don't buy followers. Yes. I love that one.
Yeah. Cause I even found like at the beginning of my business, when I was growing it, there was like a couple times people were like, oh, I didn't know that you did that. Otherwise I would have bought from you. And it's like, I need to work on my messaging.
Miss the mark a little bit.
Yeah, like, why am I working on building an audience if I don't have my message so people don't even know that I'm selling something?
Yeah. Yes. So important. And I think that's really cool how you worded that too, because a lot of times messaging is like this word that gets thrown around and people don't really know what it means. And I think you captured the meaning perfectly. It's not copywriting, it's not a tagline, it's like
Right.
the underlying, message. Like, what is the main thing you're trying to get across? The one thing. So that's
What do
perfect.
I do and why do I do it? And I think, as entrepreneurs, I've found a lot of people are kind of like me, where you're like, okay, and I can do this, and I'm really interested in this, and
Yep.
excited about this. So
Yeah.
like
So
you have
many
to
things.
narrow it down.
Yeah. Narrow it down and like bring it all together.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So that was number one, having a consistent message.
Perfect.
Three things are all consistent things. So you'll see a little pattern here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number two. All right. So I don't know about you, but being kind of starting as like an Instagram expert, I've seen a lot of Instagram profiles and come across so many that you open them up and they always give you a headache because it's like this kaleidoscope of like different colors and graphics and like really bold filters, but they're all different on all the different photos.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you seen those? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I have like graphic design brain OCD, so I just like, I don't want to look at this. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. So number two is just having a consistent visual identity. And I know Brooke will love that one.
Yes.
Because it's like, it doesn't have to be complicated, but just having something that looks consistent, that looks clean and professional is going to do a lot more good than somebody who has a kaleidoscope account with 10,000 followers.
Yeah. Definitely.
So kind of my little recommendations there are, if you're just starting out, keep it super, super simple. I mean, I still even have this where it's just black, white, and one pop of color. Like everything has black, white, and gold. So you don't have to have like 100 different colors to have a professional looking brand when you're just starting out. Also using free tools like Canva. They have like professional graphic designers making these templates that you can use for free.
Yes. Canva's amazing. It really is.
Yeah. And I even like do the whole Photoshop thing, and I'll open Canva for like inspiration all the time. So I'm like, oh yeah, I like that piece. So I'm going to steal that and that.
Exactly. That's like literally exactly what I do. Cause I again, graphic designer, I'm like, I can't leave Photoshop, but there's so many really cool templates in there that, like you said, they're totally free. Why would you not take advantage of that?
Yep. And they're so easy to edit that even if you're a beginner, no graphic design skills, like go there, keep your color palette simple.
Yes.
And it will do a lot of good for you as you're building a community online. And then once you're intermediate, advanced, I recommend working with a brand strategist like Brooke.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I do. Like part of my package is we come up with those branded templates, just like you would put in Canva. But
yep, it's just like kind of having all the elements work together, because you're not a graphic designer. It's difficult to like come up with those things. So I'm not a graphic designer. I just pretend to be.
You just pretend to be. Hey, well, your stuff is gorgeous, so you're doing something right.
All right, so that was number two, having a consistent visual identity.
Okay.
All right, number three. So my little story here is I have this friend from college, and she's the silliest person, but she like literally like we'll hang out like every weekend for a month. And then she will just like stop answering my phone calls and texts. And then like a year later, like it'll be summer, and she's like, hey, what have you been up to? Do you want to hang out tomorrow? And I'm like, oh, that I'm hearing from you. Like, are you okay? I'm glad you're alive. And it's like this consistent thing with her where it's like, then we'll hang out. And then I'll be like, oh, hey, you left something at my house. No reply back. A year and a half later, hey.
Yeah.
Does anybody have friends like that just like randomly ghost you, and then you're like, all right, it is what it is. You can pop in and out whenever you want.
Yep. Definitely have those.
So that's number three, is that you want to show up consistently, because you're not, online marketing is really all about building those personal connections, building that community. And you're not going to do it if you're a friend like that to your followers. You're actually
Exactly.
going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So you want to think like, are you the person that posts every day for a week and then you skip 2? And then you post every day for a week, then you skip 3. So it's better just to take, those 10 posts and maybe like plan them out 2 posts a week, just so that you're being consistent and showing up and people aren't like, oh, wow, I forgot I was following this girl. I'm going to unfollow her.
I never see. Yeah, I think that's really important too. And I like that a lot because usually when other people say show up consistently, they, follow it up with post every single day or post 2 times a day or like this huge overwhelming thing that I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Even scheduling it out, I'm still like, that's too much. But just figuring out what consistency is for you. I really like that.
Yeah, it's like nail posting once a week.
Yeah.
Nail posting twice a week and build up. So it's a lot easier to do it that way.
Definitely. Cool.
Cool.
And then you're not the random person who like, I'll be scrolling through Instagram. It's like, who the hell is this person? I don't even remember following them.
Why am I following this person? I totally like, I don't have to think, I'm like, why am I following this person? It's like, oh, that's so-and-so's.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes me a minute and then I'm like, I'm just going to unfollow them because they're not here. They're not adding value. So
right. Yeah. So that's my 3 consistencies, your message, your visual identity, and just showing up, which those are super easy. They don't cost money.
Yep.
And if you can nail those 3 things, you'll look just as legit as having 10,000 followers.
I love it.
2 more.
Okay.
Number 4. Okay. So number 4 is to build up your reputation with testimonials. So 10,000 Instagram followers can look great, but a handful of testimonials can look even better. When you have like somebody's photo there and somebody saying really sweet and impactful about like your work and what you've done, and the outcomes, the transformation that you provide, that speaks, I just think, so much more than, oh, she has 10,000 Instagram followers, It's funny, I actually heard one of our mutual friends, she was talking and she was like, what did she say? Oh, she was like, oh yeah, I chose to buy from her because I knew she could get me X, Y, and Z result. It's like people buy from you because you can get them results. Yes. You never hear people saying like, oh, I bought from her because she has a really big Instagram account.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah.
Build up your reputations with testimonials and just some tips for getting testimonials.
That was my next question. I'm so glad.
In the beginning, it can be a little difficult. So, okay, 1, have predefined questions so that they know exactly what you want to get out of it, because you want to have the clear before and after picture. What was their outcome? What is the transformation that you gave them? If you've had clients, reach out to past clients. What I do is ask them to fill out a little questionnaire and pop their photo in. But if you're just starting out and you haven't had clients, post in groups like these. I don't know if you allow people to ask for that kind of stuff, but and just ask for trades. Like it doesn't have to be, like say you have a 3-month service, like you don't have to like give somebody the whole service. Like you can help them a little bit in one little piece and still have that transformation. So
exactly.
If you're just starting out, do some trades, get like 4 or 5 testimonials, pop them on your website, and that's going to make you look as legit as 10,000 Instagram followers.
Yes. I think that's so important. And that's exactly what I did. Like, because I went from design to coaching. I was like, well, shit, I can, talk about pretty websites, but I don't have any coaching testimonials. So that's what I did. I traded, I did, stuff for free where it was feasible to get them. And I think it's really important too, to have different types of testimonials. Like I have really, really long ones. And then I have some little short ones and some video ones. I think that's important too. They're all important to have, but when I see people's like really long testimonials, for example, I don't read them all. I'll read like the first couple lines. At the same time, I still feel like it's really important to have long ones too. Even though I don't read them, it still makes it like, wow, they got a lot of really good stuff to say. It's just implied that they're good,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I love that. And I love the video too. Yeah. If you can get people to give you video testimonials, it's like, what is it? Like a picture's worth 1,000 words, like a video's worth 1,000,000 then.
Yes. Yes.
get people on video whenever you can.
Perfect.
All right. So my last little secret is, okay. So have you ever downloaded a freebie and then instantly unsubscribed because it was a total waste of your time to download it? They had this like super juicy title. And then when you get the like PDF, you're like, this is the lamest content I've ever seen. I could have made this in 10 minutes right now.
Yes.
Or watched a webinar and you're sitting there for an hour waiting for that like juicy thing that they promised you, but then it never comes.
Yes.
I've been there so many times and I'm like, seriously?
Yeah.
So my last one is to create meaningful content. And this really goes back to kind of like, or goes to being like a servant leader online. Your marketing, your content is this like heartfelt gift that you get to give your audience. And I think it's really making this shift for people from like, how do I get my next client to how do I really like serve the people in my audience and their deepest needs?
Yes.
And when you kind of make that shift, you're really coming from that space, you'll start to really see that you're making meaningful content. And I think also, always give people what you promise them.
Do what you say.
So much trust. It damages your brand.
Yeah.
I like to say like, have all of your content give a quick win, because it's like, if they downloaded something from you, watched a video, and they're like, wow, I really got something out of it. I, wrote a better Instagram caption, people are going to think, okay, what other wins can this person give me? So yes.
I love it. And that is so huge. I talk about that stuff all the time too. Like it's your very first impression. Like, the first thing they're getting from you, like make it freaking count, blow their pants off is what I was saying in my trainings about that stuff. Like so good. Don't make shitty content. I need like a big banner.
The people that I bought stuff from are like, the masters of giving.
Yes. Yes.
Like, they're not like, like know everything. They're not like the smartest person in the room, but they give the most. So give me.
So good. Yeah. I want to be that person too. I love it.
Cool. Those are my 5 little secrets for creating as much legitimacy as 10,000 Instagram followers with 1% of the work.
Love it. So if anyone has questions, because I see there are people watching who still have not said hi and told me who they are, but if anyone has questions, now is the time while we wait and see if there's questions. You want to talk about your freebie, your lead magnet that's going to blow their pants off?
It's going to blow their pants off. So back to that creating meaningful content. So my little lead magnet that I have, it's a 3-part video series, and it's the 3 secrets to making every single piece of your content like so super sexy that it calls in your online tribe of soulmate clients. So kind of the 3 that you need and how to do it, like whether it's a video, whether it's something that you're writing, like a blog post. So that's a little training that I put together. So I think I don't have the Facebook. So
yeah, it's in the title of this video. I'm also going to put it in a comment so you can find it. It's also in the events section for the event. Like, cool. Find it there. It's there. It's awesome. I can't wait to download it. I just looked at the landing page. I was like, oh, I need this. I just haven't signed up yet, but I'm excited. Create awesome content, and that will help you do it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jules. I did see some comments come in. I don't know if they were questions or they're just saying hi because I bitched because no one said hi to me. Nadine says hi. Great content. Thank you. Christy says hi. Okay, cool.
Got some hellos.
we're not talking to no one, which is helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if anyone that is watching the replay later has any questions, feel free to put them in. Jules, I think you're tagged on the post, so it should notify you if anyone asks a question. But
yeah, and I'm in the group, so I can always come and answer any questions. You just type, I'm in there.
You're in there. Thank you so much for coming in. This is so good. I've had so much fun.
It's so fun to collaborate.
Yes, I love it. So yeah, everybody go download Jules's thing. She's awesome. And yeah, we'll be back later. Ask us any questions that you have, and we'll be happy to help. And everyone have a great rest of your Sunday evening. I almost said Thursday. I'm used to being on Thursday. It's Sunday. All right. Bye, everyone.
All right, thank you.